Well, don't forget, Keir Starmer was a very, very hardcore Remainer. So when you see his government talking about a reset, as they describe it with the European Union, you know exactly what's coming. Talking about closer collaboration. I mean, why on earth are we holding talks with the EU on defence cooperation when you have NATO? But of course, the European Union now has its own EU Defence Commissioner. We were told, of course, the EU had no interest in defence. Well, it now has a Defence Commissioner, and many senior politicians in the EU call for an EU army now, openly. But I have to say, even by the standards of Brussels, the surrender that they are pushing for with Keir Starmer and Labour really is quite astonishing now. And you wouldn't bet against our government, sadly, agreeing to this, because you've seen leaked negotiating papers now showing what Brussels is after. The EU is going to demand Britain surrenders when it comes to partial free movement. This will be free movement for students. They want concessions now that there's been a change in government. Talk of a so-called youth experience scheme. They're talking about basically free movement here with free healthcare, free subsidised education, partial return to free movement. When it comes to fisheries, the EU want to see the Prime Minister sign an early and long-term deal that grants European fishermen access to British waters, emphasising there the document that a reset between the Union and the UK is only credible if it is based on an early understanding on this between parties. And also, and isn't this nice and kind of them, that the EU doesn't want any agreement that will make it easier for the UK to send illegal immigrants that have crossed the Channel to Britain. Hence why I have suggested, by the way, revoking French fishing licences and actually just taking the boats back to France. Look at this capitulation that they're demanding here. Not only all of that, but also acceptance of the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice to follow EU laws. Quite astonishing post-Brexit that they would even have the cheek to propose that. And a blueprint for EU negotiators revealing that EU leaders intend to make the UK accepting the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice a red line. So you can see there exactly where Brussels is coming from. Sadly, with Starmer and co, you wouldn't bet against them actually agreeing to this absolute surrender, would you? I'm going to be watching this very closely indeed though, guys. So please do make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Hit the bell, hit the notification so you don't miss my next video. Please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.